Hi, I'm Andrew Larmouth.
Hi, I'm Shelton McCora.
And this is An Amazing Show. In today's show,
We'll be looking into Anicom, Teaser Animation and Comic Society, and I'll be interviewing each of its members.
we take a trip down memory lane in our nostalgia section,
We review the latest Gundam series, Gundam Build Fire Strike.
and we look into the latest goings on in our news segment.
So without further ado, let's begin. Hi, and we're back again on the An Amazing Show. Right now I'm at Anicom and I interview each of its members individually and they'll give me their own opinion on the future of anime and Anicom. So without further ado, let's begin. So my first question is, what is Anicom?
Anicom is the Teesside University's Animation and Comic Society. It's essentially just a collection of like geeks and that are interested in animation and comics and nerdy things. It's a way for us to socialise and meet together with us.
Definitely developing in terms of different ideas for stories and stuff like that. Like it's no longer just people fighting like unachievable heights and stuff like that. It can also have like typical movie things, so like romance and comedy and all of this sort of thing.
What do you think is the future of anime in your opinion? Is it changing? Is it developing? Anything like that?
Well, yeah, it's changing all the time. Like, if you look at an anime that was made, say, in the 80s and compare it to something that was made just last year, for example, the styles, the general style has changed massively.
Yeah, there's definitely a change, especially with like plots as well. You see, like, compared to 80s, 90s anime, today you have like more complex plots and more like there's deeper meanings behind like the storylines and stuff, and it can be quite dark as well.
Hi and welcome back. We're joined here today by Peter, who's here to tell us a bit more about Anicom. So Peter, what do you do on a general day at Anicom?
After finishing, on Thursdays, after finishing all of my lessons, I go to Anicom. And Anicom is located in the Europa building, and we're going where the lectures are. And we go in, we get some food, you bring your own food, and then we just sit there and watch anime, basically. It's a really nice place to socialise type of thing.
So what would you say is the definite selling points to go to Anicom?
I mean, the thing about Anicom, the basic thing you just know, the simple thing you need is anime. That's the thing you need, because that's what Anicom is. You go there and you enjoy, you have a good time. And as what I said, is that Anicom is centered around anime, manga. There's moments where we watch some old cartoons, like last week we were watching Sonic Boom, this new cartoon that's made in Cartoon Network. And we just sit there and watch it and have a good time, have some laugh. It's not anything like, do work or you have to learn this or you have to do essays. It's just a nice place for us to enjoy, let some steam out in a way, and just watch anime or watch something that we all enjoy.
So where do you think that Anicom could go from here? What is the pinnacle, if you will, of Anicom?
Well, Anicom, the thing is, Anicom is just another club. It's not greater than the other clubs, but it's not worse than the other clubs, because all the other clubs have people who like different things and different hobbies. So I wouldn't say it's worse or bad, but at the pinnacle of Anicom is that I think it's getting bigger. There's new members joining right now, and it's only £5, and you will get your money's worth because it's so amazing. You sit there and watch loads of anime, you watch new animes, and the thing is, you have so much laugh and have so much fun. It's to socialize. You don't need to go out and spend money on drinks. You can just go to Anicom, sit down with your friends and watch anime and have a laugh. It's not strict where you can't say anything or you have to be quiet. You can just sit there and watch anime and laugh and talk about it.
Well, if you would like to go to Anicom, get yourself down there on a Thursday night.
Fucking questions.
Amazing.
What's the point? Shit, I'm even from Anicom and you into this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Nostalgia Corner. I will look back at some of the shows that really defined our childhoods and what they mean to us.
That's right, and today we'll be reminiscent about the best shows we used to watch as kids.
So, Andrew, what would you say was your defining show growing up?
Well, I, like many others, absolutely adored Pokemon growing up.
What was it like that? What was Pokemon? What was it about Pokemon that made you like it so much?
Well, it was truly Ash's never give up attitude. You didn't care if he'd win or lose, you just knew that no matter what, he would never give up. I mean, it was a mantra I know helped a lot of kids get through school and get through hard times such as exams.
I mean, you mentioned about Pokemon. I mean, they're about kids nowadays being able to watch Ash, and what are your thoughts on shows like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Digimon and Beyblade? Always having to be rebooted with new characters, new plots. It's just not the same thing as we watched it before, isn't it?
But the heart is still there, and in the case of Yu-Gi-Oh!, I've had the chance, because like my mum's a childminder, to watch the latest series, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zale. It's still got the same concept, it's still got the same heart, it's just the natural progression for like characters with no room for development to make way for newer, fresher faces. I mean, I grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Pharaoh. Now kids can grow up with Yu-Gi and Yuma and Astral. It's the same principle at the end of the day.
Well, personally, I think they should give way for new things. I mean, who wants to keep watching the same shows constantly rehashed until the family just flat out runs of ideas? One show I wish stayed as it was Beyblade.
So I take it Beyblade dominated your childhood as well.
Oh yes, I remember in the days of Tyson and Kai and how cool it was. The theme song, the characters, the plot, and the Beyblade battles. It was the best.
So did you try and like recreate it at all?
Yeah, my Dragoon was the best in the program. It was a lot of fun. I remember whoever had the Beyblade Stadium was the king of the school, the instantly popular kid who everyone you became popular as long as you had the Beyblade Stadium.
Well, those were truly the days.
There were, I mean, enough about the past. We should move into the present. Right now, we're doing a review on the current animes, and it's a really good one, so watch it. That went quite good.
Gundam Build Fighters Try is the latest in the ever-popular Gundam series and sequel series to last year's smash hit Build Fighters. For those that have lived under a rock for the past 30 years and have never even heard of Gundam, what it basically boils down to is really awesome robots beating the shit out of each other. And Gunpla is the plastic models you can buy in real life to build and recreate your favourite mecha from the show.
Gundam Build Fighters proved that last fall that taking a more down-to-earth approach and the series and following kids building and fighting these models can more than work. And in my own personal opinion, eclipses the more episodes and more main Gundam series.
So, following much of the same beats as the predecessor, but with a fresh new cast, Build Fighters Try follows three unlikely friends. The rash martial arts obsessed Sekai Kamiki, Gundam obsessed Fushina Hoshino, and the cold collected Gunpla builder Yuma Kosaka, as they form a team to try, see, it's a smart title, and win the Gunpla Battle Championship World Tournament. Blah, that's a mouthful.
It's a nice basic story and doesn't pretend to be anything it's not. Episodes are essentially split into two. First half centers around the goings on of our main trio, which is 1/3 of slice of life, 1/3 comedy, and 1/3 romantic shipping feel. These parts end up being a lot of fun and add a nice bit of a variety to proceedings. Although, unfortunately, the animation quality is not the best.
But that's because the budget goes on the latter half of the episode, and it's here that the show truly shines. The epic fight scenes, the clashing of mecha in multiple terrain with smart strategy and awesome moments galore. They look beautiful, they feel intense, and are incredibly replayable.
That's the thing about Build Fighters Try. Everything is paced nicely and episodes can be watched again and again.
It's all just one crazy thrill ride you need to see to believe.
Gundam may feature some pretty good fights, but there's one anime that is the pinnacle of epic hour-long fight scenes. Which brings us nicely to our new segment.
Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods was released last year, but the English dub came out in October 2014.
Dragon Ball Z ended in January 1996, but is one of the greatest anime ever made by Akira Toriyama. The Battle of the Gods starts at the Buu Saga, where a new threat appears who is the strongest villain in the Dragon Ball Z universe.
When Goku can't defeat him alone, he must find out the secret of the Super Saiyan God to win. Battle of the Gods is one of the greatest anime movies up to date, and it really heavily influences the Dragon Ball Z franchise. IGN gave the English dub a 7.5, praising the animation, fight scenes, and the thrill of the final battle. I strongly recommend Dragon Ball Z fans to watch it.
We are rooting for a follow-up, and we're begging Toriyama for more adventures, and looking for us the success of the movie has allowed a sequel to be announced already. Here's Andrew with more.
Well, Shelton, you are correct. Dragon Ball Z Fukatsu no F, the 15th Dragon Ball Z movie, has been revealed. The Fukatsu in the title stands for resurrection, and the F means Frieza, the Dragon Ball villain. That's right, folks, Frieza is back, and as we can deduce from the key visual, he's going to be tougher than ever before.
The visual also reveals Battle of the Gods Lord Beerus will return, as well as his sister Wiz, as well show for two new characters, Sorbet and Toguma, members of Frieza's army, as well as a key to his revival.
Frieza is a personal favourite villain of mine, so to say I'm hyped is a severe understatement.
Unfortunately, it isn't all good news for the anime industry lately, as local minister for anime fans has been found guilty of possessing indecent and downright pedophilic images about anime. This is not the first time he's been under these kind of offences, and it's unlikely he'll be the last. It does bring up a few questions, it does, about this sort of thing though. With the rise of waifu, choosing an anime fan, culture giving anime fans a really bad reputation.
It's people like this who have these collections of pornographic imagery and of anime and manga characters, and especially child characters, that kind of make me want to keep my enjoyment of this animation under wraps, for fear I'll be put in the same camp as them. I mean, you really have to question yourself, who is it to blame? Is it the artists, the individuals that want them? Is it, like, are we not, as a society, doing enough to stop this? I'm sure we can all agree on one thing though, it needs to stop. But luckily, in a bit brighter news, the English dub for Funimation's take on swimming anime Free Eternal Summer has been announced. Todd Haberkorn, best known as Def the Kid from Soul Eater, plays protagonist Haru, a quiet boy who only swims freestyle. Best friend Makoto will be played by Johnny Young Bosch, also known as Ichigo from Bleach.
Comedy duo Nagisa and Ray will be played by Greg Aries and J. Michael Tatum, respectively, and Haru's intense rival Rin will be voiced with the great Vig Mignogna, who anime fans will know best as Full Metal Alchemist Elwood Ere. It's really fantastic and really strong voices here.
I watched the sub during the summer, and I'll tell you what, the anime is bloody brilliant. If you like sports anime, I implore you to definitely check this out when it hits.
Well, it appears that's all we have time for. It's been a bit of a crazy ride, hasn't it?
It has, and as much as we'd love to continue, it's become time for us to say goodbye.
That's right, be sure to tune in next time for more great discussion, news and features.
But until then, it's cheerio from me.
It's goodbye from me.
And farewell from everyone in the studio.
See you next time.